Black bream. This has to be a bit of a chef's secret. Delicate, sweet, amazing flavour. They taste phenomenal.
Fillet.
All the way down. Just cut from the tail and let the knife run all the way up to the top of the head. And then just come off. It's dainty, delicate, and it tastes fantastic.
Bone.
Run upstairs and nick your wife's little tweezers. And these are perfect for pulling out the bones.
Score. Cling film.
Really nice, fragrant basil leaves.
Salt, pepper, olive oil.
And place the bream on top of the basil. Wrapping something, lift that one as it keeps all that flavour in there. And look, you've got a beautiful little parcel. And now that's ready to start poaching in lightly boiling water for 8 to 10 minutes.
Hot pan, olive oil, baby onions.
Quite chunky.
Streaky bacon.
Into the onions, roll it over. You think of the flavour, the sweetness of the fish and the bacon and onion, how well that goes together. Fresh thyme.
Peas.
Don't be scared of using frozen peas. The peas just give it that real nice, summery freshness. Absolutely delicious.
Season.
This is so simple. Peas, onions and bacon. The smell of the bacon and onion. Beautiful. Fish slice in, under the fish, and just lift it up. Look at it. The quality of that bream is extraordinary. And these basil leaves with a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Fucking hell.
Black bream with peas, bomb fam. Done.
Rack of lamb. This is the Rolls Royce of lamb. It is every chef's dream to cook this. In kitchens, especially in my kitchens, we always season on plates because we don't want to waste any salt, pepper. So once we've seasoned from a height, we then get the rack of lamb and almost sort of rub it in and let the lamb absorb all that salt and pepper, so we're wasting nothing.
Hot pan, olive oil.
It's simple mathematics. No colour, no flavour. Get some colour on there.
Skin side down, hot oven, 7 to 8 minutes. Herb-crusted.
I'll just pick some parsley in.
Parsley, rosemary, thyme.
That parsley gives it a really nice dark green colour.
Grate parmesan and season.
And then just a drizzle of olive oil to bring it together.
Blitz it.
Comes out amazing, eh?
Firm with the spring, and it will be cooked perfectly pink. Dijon mustard.
Whilst it's hot, the sort of mustard absorbs and melts quickly into the fat and just makes it a lot more flavoursome. And it's almost like sort of dipping your lolly in sherbet.
Crisp the breadcrumbs, 3 to 4 minutes.
Onto the plate.
Herb-crusted rack of lamb, done. Monkfish.
It's quite a difficult fish to get right because there's a lot of water in monkfish.
Curry powder and salt.
And the salt starts to extract the water. So when we come to roasting it, it doesn't boil. We get a really nice colour on there.
Leave 5 minutes. Mussel broth. Thyme, bay leaves. Hot pan, mussels.
Get your lid ready in this hand. White wine in. Now, shake it. This turns the mussels around, almost like being put in a tumble dryer, so they cook evenly.
30 seconds.
And go. Look. That's gold dust.
Shell mussels.
Lovely, look at that. Look, beautiful.
Celery. Carrots. Leeks. Garlic. Saffron, salt, curry powder.
But the secret behind it is that really nice little pinch of saffron that gives it that little bit of lift.
Strain mussel juice. Reduce. Add mussels.
Bring it up to the boil.
100 mils double cream. Coriander. Back to the fish.
The water has come out.
Pat dry.
Amazing. Lovely colour. The fish is too hot to slice, so if I started slicing, all the goodness will run out of it. Leave it to sit in there for about 2 or 3 minutes so it relaxes. It's nice big chunky slices.
Monkfish with curried mussel broth. Done. Pheasant.
The secret behind cooking this bird is actually lining the breast with some streaky bacon, because it really is a very lean bird with hardly any fat.
Thigh.
Not too tight. A, it keeps the bacon on, and B, it actually keeps the bird in a really good shape.
Hot pan, olive oil. Seasoned. Thyme.
Pheasant, nice hot pan, streaky bacon, thyme, straight into the oven.
Bread sauce. Thyme. Salt. Pepper. Blitz. Hot pan, butter. Onion.
On the heat.
Cloves. Star anise. Bay leaf.
The Big Daddy.
Black pepper.
Bull in the china shop. This is the one that actually brings it all together.
Sweat. Milk.
Let it infuse. Bring it to the boil slowly.
Back to pheasant. Baste.
That keeps the pheasant really nice and moist.
Finish the sauce. Sieve.
Oh, that milk is amazing.
Breadcrumbs in. Butter.
Now, we have a really nice, smooth, smart, sexy bread sauce. OK, pheasant.
Rest 15 minutes.
And turn it upside down. And all the juices from the top of the carcass run into the bottom of the breast, and so by the time it's cooled down, it's full of flavour. And the whole leg just falls away. Delicious.
Pheasant with bread sauce. Done.
Chicken, perhaps the most popular bird in Britain.
Remove legs. Wings. Parson's nose. Stuffed with garlic and salt. Poaching stock. Carrots, celery, leeks, pepper and coriander. Thyme, bay leaf. Poach 12 minutes. Morel, mushroom sauce.
If you can't find morels, use a dried cep or just a dried wild mushroom.
Shallots. Salt, thyme, garlic. 100 grams dried morels.
We get some flavour on there. I much prefer using dried mushrooms because it gives it a lot of intensity.
White wine. Reduce. Remove chicken. Add stock. $150 mils, double cream.
And the secret behind this sauce, of course, is getting it to almost like a cafe au lait colour. We squeeze all that juice out of there.
Parsley.
Into the sauce. Okay.
Remove chicken breast.
Get your knife, point it on top of the wishbone, and go through it. Beautiful breast.
Season. Hot pan. Olive oil.
Skin side down first. Just really nice and crispy.
Butter. Baste. Chicken with morel mushroom sauce. Done.
Lemon salt, for me, one of the most flavoursome flatfish. Twice as much flavour as the Dover salt, and more importantly, half the price. Skin side down.
Skin.
Just nip at the end. Grab it like you're sort of almost pulling hair. And let the knife do the work.
Season. Dill.
Dill and fish go brilliantly because it's got that really nice sort of fennel flavour, that sort of aniseed flavour. And just roll, almost like a sausage.
Leeks. Carrots. Spring onions. Garlic.
It's a very delicate, dainty fish, this, so we don't want to overpower it with garlic. And then something to sort of wake them up a little bit.
Thyme. Rosemary.
The thyme goes brilliantly with the leeks, and the rosemary goes fantastic with the carrots.
Baking paper.
If I had to put them on my board like that, then they're going to curl up. So I turn the paper almost inside out.
Add veg.
We're looking for a bed, like a nest of vegetables.
Season.
And then just drizzle generously with olive oil. It looks delicious now, it's not even cooked. Second piece of paper, that goes over the top.
Wrap.
You get the top right-hand corner and you just fold that over. And then over again. Fold and push. And just follow it round. Fold and push. We've left almost like a little snout.
White wine.
What the wine does, as that sole is steaming there, it makes a really nice aroma with the vegetable, the olive oil, and keeps everything really nice and light and fruity.
Seal.
Pan on there and push down. And look, just seals the paper.
Hot oven, 20 minutes.
And this is the bit of magic. In, and just look. And look at that. Absolutely delicious. And the perfume of the herbs, extraordinary.
Sole en papillon, done.
Sea bass. In French, loup de mer. That means wolf of the sea.
Fillet.
Just run the knife all the way down. One nice long swipe. And there you go. One fillet off. Easy.
Pepper sauce.
Rather than cut the peppers in half and take out the seeds, just cut around it, leave the seeds in there and do the job once. Almost like as if you're peeling an orange.
Shallots.
Nice hot pan.
Olive oil. Star anise.
The aniseed flavour goes absolutely beautifully with the sweetness of the peppers.
Salt. Basil. White wine vinegar. Burma. Reduce.
It gives body to the sauce. Nice, glossy, syrupy.
200 mils of water. Simmer.
It's fresh, it's vibrant, and it goes brilliantly with the sea bass.
Blitz.
Absolutely beautiful bass.
Score. Salt. Thyme.
It just so perfumes the sea bass.
Olive oil.
Skin side down, In it goes. Fingers on top for 30 seconds. 90% of the cooking time will take place in that skin. But you'll know when it's cooked when it starts turning bright white. Now it's time to turn it over. Just finish it with olive oil.
Sea bass with pepper sauce. Done.
Course. Pigeon breast with a summer vegetable casserole. One of my favourite birds. Very lean and very healthy.
Salt, pepper, hot pan, olive oil.
Pigeon breast, skin side down first.
Turn.
The most exciting thing about cooking pigeons is they cook in minutes.
Rest.
Garnish for the casserole. A nice alternative to potatoes, a puff pastry flour on.
Puff pastry.
Cut your holes and then cut them in half again. And so you've got this really nice sort of half-moon shape.
Egg wash. Salt. Thyme.
300 degrees, in. We're serving the pigeon casserole with a combination of delicious and summery vegetables.
Smoked pancetta.
Give the pancetta a really nice colour.
Garlic. Girolles.
That looks quite sort of autumnal. This is the summery part.
Asparagus. Baby carrots. Baby leeks. Blanch. Beetroot.
The colours of that, beautiful.
Red wine vinegar.
We're going to deglaze that down to a syrup which it starts to coat the vegetables.
Chicken stock. Tarragon. Broad beans.
Beautiful for the summer. The smoked pancetta has given body to the vegetable casserole, but the flavours in there are extraordinary. Slice the pigeon in half, and you'll see the colour of the pigeon now nice and pink. Small drizzle of olive oil. Puff pastry case on top.
Pigeon with a summer vegetable casserole. Done.
Turkey, the one-hit wonder. Absolutely amazing bird.
Stuff. Onion. Orange. Garlic. Thyme and bay leaf. Season. Truffle butter.
This little beauty helps to take the turkey to a different division. These cost 50 quid for that size. Yes, it's expensive, but boy, is it worth it. Don't chop the truffle too small because we want to taste and identify the truffle.
Parsley. Tarragon.
Salt, touch of pepper, tablespoon of olive oil, and that stops the butter from burning. Take your piping bag and fill it.
Separate skin from meat.
Piping bag in.
Pipe butter. Massage. Salt. Pepper. Olive oil. Roast. Citrus breadcrumbs. Pancetta. Onion. Thyme.
You don't need to, a good old chef's trick, and pull down and just peel it off its lovely flowers.
Pine nuts. Butter. Bread. Orange. Lemon.
And as it starts browning, sprinkle your orange and lemon breadcrumbs.
Lemon juice.
There we go. Beautiful.
Rest.
Tin foil keeps it nice and warm and it cools down slowly, so the breast becomes really nice and moist.
Carve.
What you can smell, of course, is that amazing truffle. Absolutely beautiful.
Turkey with truffle butter and citrus breadcrumbs. Done.
British rosé veal, a really nice alternative to beef and one of the most underused meats in the country.
Seasoned. Hot pan, olive oil.
It's a very lean meat, so they go very dry quickly. Literally 30 seconds each side.
Rest. Marsala sauce.
Fresh oil in the pan.
Shallots.
Really important to use the same pan. We want that flavour from the veal being sautéed.
Mushrooms. Seasoned. Colour. Masala. Reduce.
We're just rinsing the bottom of the pan out for all that amazing flavour.
Chicken stock. Boil. Tomatoes. Tarragon. Chervil. Veal.
Sit back in the sauce. It just adds that really nice, rich sweetness to the flavour of the veal. Little treasure chest, that British rosé veal.
Rosé veal with masala sauce. Done.
Escalope chicken with sauté potatoes and red chard. One of my favourite all-time birds.
Chicken breast. Butterfly.
It is open, the whole thing cooks evenly.
Egg wash. Beet. Flour. Season. Chicken breast. Dust.
Shake off any excess flour into the egg wash. Just run it through and then into the breadcrumbs. This helps to keep the chicken breast really nice and moist.
Hot pan. Olive oil.
Into the pan. Colour. Turn it over. That's what we want.
Rest. Sauce. Shallots. Garlic. Tomatoes. Hot pan. Olive oil. Basil. Sauce. Mozzarella. Grated parmesan. Olive oil.
Stop it from going dry.
Bake 8 minutes.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Escalope of chicken served with sauté potatoes and red chard. Done.
Salad of lamb. This has to be one of my favourite cuts because, look, you've got a double whammy, you've got two nice eyes of meat and these beautiful little fillets inside. A very lean meat, absolutely delicious.
Toasted cumin. Salt. Pepper. Grind.
And then just rub it into the lamb. Cumin is a really nice way of bringing out the sweetness of the lamb. And then just mop it up.
Stuffing. Apricots.
That's it. Out.
Pine nuts.
Again, these pine nuts have been toasted, so we're just improving the flavour every time. Salt, pepper. We're going to bind that together with a top of olive oil. And it's a really nice Moroccan feel. Fruity, fresh, fragrant.
Stuff.
It goes down in the centre. There. And the smell of those apricots and the toasted cumin is extraordinary. Get your fillets and run alongside the stuffing and just nice and tightly roll that over. Just look at that.
Wrap. Parma ham.
You've got this really nice marbling of fat running all the way through there. That just gives the salad of lamb so much flavour. Lamb down, you lift that up, over and roll. Pull it nice and tight. Like we're making an amazing big Swiss roll. Just twist the ends opposite each other, in and out, in and out. If it's rolled evenly, it's going to cook evenly.
Chill 1 hour. Unwrap. Tie.
A loop around the outside of the lamb, loop it round, and then slide it over the lamb.
Olive oil.
Into the pan.
Salt. Pepper.
And the flavour of that cumin now, I can actually smell it. It's absolutely amazing.
Hot oven. 40 minutes.
It's important to leave the lamb to rest, so it just starts to relax. Therefore, it becomes a lot more tender.
Remove string. Carve.
First one through. One slice. And look, a beautiful lamb. And it smells so sweet. Delicious.
Lamb with apricot and cumin. Done. Brill.
Razor sharp knife.
Fillet.
nice, long slices. That's the first one off. Up. Brill bones and turbot bones are the most sought after in any kitchen. That will make the most perfect fish stock.
Skin.
And just pull. This little bit here is called the skirt. That's lovely inside a fish pie. It really is delicious.
Season.
Both sides.
Red wine. Thyme, bay leaf, garlic, salt, pepper, and olive oil. Poach. The sauce. Shallots.
It's a bit of a sort of cook's thing, really, because onions are far too strong. A shallot is quite mellow.
Butter.
And get some real nice colour on there. Want this nice, real nut brown flavour on the shallot.
Sugar.
Really starts to caramelise those shallots. Beautiful shine on there.
Raspberry vinegar.
In. And it just sort of wakes everything up a little bit.
Add poaching wine. Reduce. 50 grams of butter.
Shake it into the sauce. Fish slice onto the plate.
Brill in red wine sauce. Done.
Duck, normally burnt to a cinder or stuffed inside a pancake roll. What a waste. It's nice and light and gamey, absolutely delicious.
Score. Season. 5 spice.
Quite generous with the 5 spice. This makes the duck really aromatic.
Dry pan.
Fat side down, push it down in the pan. As that fat starts releasing itself from the duck breast, get a pan. Now save that fat. That's duck fat, delicious for sautéed potatoes.
Honey. Soy sauce.
For me, the most important thing now is the duck stays nice and pink. Absolutely stunning.
Green beans.
Perfect accompaniment with duck. Into boiling water, literally 1.5 minutes.
Hazelnuts.
These are dried, roasted hazelnuts. More intense flavour.
Season. Crush.
Beans, nice and crunchy. When the beans are warm, they take on the vinaigrette.
Olive oil. Hazelnut oil. Sherry vinegar.
Delicious.
Slice.
Lovely.
Honey roast duck with hazelnut green bean salad. Done.
Fucking delicious. Rabbit is a gamey chicken flavour. Absolutely delicious.
Butcher.
We're going to take out the liver, and that's a bit of a chef's treat there. Then underneath the liver, beautiful rabbit kidneys.
Remove legs. Poach.
Bring it up to the boil and just leave them to poach for about 45 minutes.
Remove loin. Set aside. Sauce.
Hot pan, olive oil,
Shallots. Bacon.
nice big thick chunks.
Mushrooms. Thyme.
Rabbit is a very mild, delicate flavour, so we have to think in terms of mild, delicate herbs. Deglaze the pan with white wine.
Reduce.
Stock in.
Reduce. Cream.
And we're now starting to form this really nice cafe latte colour. This is the secret agent, a Pommery grain mustard.
Parsley.
Just chop through it once. In.
Set aside. Fry rabbit loin.
Take the legs out from the stock.
Add poached legs.
No.
Wow. The smell is amazing.
Tagliatelle.
What I'm trying to do is combine the earthiness of the fricassee to the sort of classy, rich pasta. On. Non-stick pan. This liver is absolutely delicious. In to the pan.
Liver. Kidney. Season.
That is fit for a king.
Rabbit fricassee with tagliatelle. Done.
Sea bass, for me, absolute delicacy. The flavour, not just of the flesh, but the skin is extraordinary.
Fillet.
Come down the backbone, nice long strokes. Every time I fillet a sea bass, it's a certified pleasure because they're extraordinary fish. Look at it, absolutely beautiful. 3 nice portions, score that skin. And the beauty of this fish is that it's so robust, but so delicate in flavour.
Sauce.
Not the butter.
Shallots. Salt. Pepper.
Sweat down the shallots with no colour, that's absolutely crucial.
Vermouth.
Sea bass is very sweet and rich, so therefore we need a really nice dry white wine to find that balance.
Reduce.
Fish stock in,
Reduce.
cream in, bring it back up to the boil.
Sieve. Sorrel.
The flavour it gives to the fish sauce is extraordinary. It's peppery, a little bit like roquette. It also has this really nice acidic tanginess to it. Into the cream, just to infuse. Lovely.
Hot pan. Olive oil.
Season the bass. Salt, pepper. Just before the olive oil starts to smoke, sea bass in. Skin side down. Turn it over. And just baste over the bass. Keeps that skin really nice and crispy.
Broccoli.
Cook it for about 2.5 minutes maximum.
Drain.
Still got a really nice dark green colour. Sea bass out. You can hear that skin crackling away. The sorrel has done its magic. The crispy skin of the sea bass, the real earthy flavour of the broccoli, and then this wonderful peppery, vinegary sauce. The perfect way of starting summer. Delicious.
Sea bass with sorrel sauce. Done.
There's definitely no waste on a pig. This is a belly of pork. It's cheap and delicious. And look, it's got these wonderful layers of fat. It's packed with flavour.
Score. Season. Olive oil. Garlic. Thyme.
Season both sides and lay it on top of your garlic. Lifts the belly of pork off the tray and stops it from drying out.
White wine. Tin foil. Hot oven, 2 hours.
Look underneath there. Lovely.
Gravy.
Deglaze the tray with the white wine.
Reduce.
The smell off that is amazing because the garlic's been roasted slowly and it's got that really nice, sweet flavour to it.
Chicken stock. Reduce.
We just smell that gravy now. You know damn well it's going to taste magical.
Sieve.
Push all that garlic through there. That is fucking delicious.
Pressed pork.
Place another tray on top of that
Way down.
and set it in the fridge.
Chill, 6 hours.
And look at that. I could take a slice and actually eat that cold.
Cut.
They're like little caramel slices, compact, full of flavour, and now ready for the oven.
Hot oven, 10 minutes.
Look at those. Absolute beauties. And just look at the textures and that nice crispy top. Rich, sumptuous, full of flavour, and absolutely delicious.
Pressed belly of pork, done.
Duck breast, bit of a chef's favourite because it's absolutely full of flavour. Gamey, very rich, and the texture is extraordinary.
Score.
Don't go all the way through, just the layer of fat.
Szechuan pepper.
Lightly roast them in a dry pan. The smell is amazing.
Season. Grind. Rub.
Almost like you're massaging. And this is one of the most amazing seasonings in Chinese cookery and makes the duck very aromatic. Mop it up. Into a dry pan on a low heat, slowly cook.
Gooseberry sauce. Sugar. Water. Lemon zest. Boil. Gooseberries.
You've got that sweet and sour tanginess against the rich sumptuous of the duck is delicious. Just bring it back up to the ball and take off the heat.
Set aside. Red wine. Season.
Now it's reduced down to a really nice syrup, and that gives us nice shine to the sauce and starts to give it some body.
Chicken stock. Reduce.
That's the basic method of making a sauce in all our kitchens. Gooseberries in.
Honey.
Get your spoon, put it into the sauce, and watch a nice hot spoon, how easy it drops off.
Butter.
Take off the heat and just shake. Look at that gloss. Very velvety, beautiful gooseberry sauce. That's ready to go. Now look what's happened to the duck. Turn up the heat, start colouring the duck. And the nice thing about the Szechuan pepper now is starting to smell slightly sweeter and it's becoming a lot more aromatic. Fat side down, into the oven.
Hot oven. 10 minutes.
Now, the smell is amazing. 3 or 4 slices, maximum. Onto the plate and glaze. And those gooseberries are just nice and soft and plump. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Duck with gooseberry sauce, done.
Dover sole with a brown shrimp butter. Very robust, slightly sweet. Cooked simply on the bone is the best way.
Flour. Season.
Coat the fish lightly. Dust off any excess flour.
Pan. Olive oil. Season. Olive oil. Butter. Turn.
Into the oven, 180 degrees, 8 to 10 minutes.
Shrimp butter.
Everything has to be ready before you start because the butter changes from brown to black in seconds. Hot pan.
Butter. Cayenne pepper. Shrimps. Capers.
Then lightly season it. Now the butter's just starting to catch.
Lemon. Parsley.
Sole out. Beautiful. Nicely coloured. Shrimp butter over.
Dover sole with shrimp butter. Done.
Fillet of beef. That has to be the ultimate indulgence. When you bite into it, it actually melts on your tongue like butter. The flavour is phenomenal.
Mushroom gratin. Shallots. Garlic.
Crush it like that. Because what it does now, it releases the flavour, but it's not too strong.
Mushrooms.
Chestnuts just cut into quarters. The chestnuts have got that really nice, light, woody texture. The shiitake have got a really nice, heavy, rich flavour. And then you've got this delicate, dainty oyster mushroom that is phenomenal.
Season.
The garlic, that's it, job done. Take the mushrooms out.
Cream. Egg yolk. Chives.
Don't start slicing the thick end. There's no flavour there. The chive flavour is at the end there. Nice oniony flavour. Look, beautiful. That's it. Cooking the fillet steak, got to be a little bit precious with this because it's a delicacy and it's not lined with lots of fat. Colour it, but don't brown it too much, otherwise it goes dry. Touch of salt and pepper In. And look at it. Yes, it's sumptuous. Yes, it's expensive, but boy, is it worth it. That is perfect. Be generous.
Parmesan.
In the oven she goes.
Hot oven, 7 minutes.
Looks like a meal for 6 there, look. Beautiful. Oh my God. That has to be the perfect indulgence. I just want to die and fuck off to heaven with my fillet steak.
Beef fillet with mushroom gratin. Done.
Escalope Veal caponata. It's delicious, it's very lean, it's good for you, and it's a great alternative to beef. Now, caponata. Basically, it's like a ratatouille, but without all the tomato puree, so you can identify exactly what's in it.
Chop. Peppers. Celery. Onions. Aubergines.
Now, it's really important to have something like an aubergine inside a caponata. It gives it that sort of bitter-sweet flavour.
Hot pan. Olive oil. Season.
Red wine vinegar, and that sort of wakes everything up.
Tomato. Basil. Olives. Capers.
Lovely. Smells amazing. Out onto a plate, and that stops it from overcooking and turning mush. Wow. Escalope Veal. Now, we're going to pane it. Basically, that means flour, egg wash, and breadcrumb. 3 very simple stages. A couple of tablespoons of flour.
Eggs. Breadcrumbs. Parmesan.
But these, we'll take it to a different dimension. A nice, heavy coating of breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese prevents the veal from drying out. And now, she's ready for the pan. Olive oil just starts to smoke. In she goes. I love that sound. If it goes into a cold pan with olive oil, you've got the escalope greasy. We only turn it once. It can rip or tear quite easily. Check the colour. Wow. Now, this is where it gets really exciting.
Pine nuts. Capers. Butter.
And that helps to toast the pine nuts, fry off the capers, and really give the most amazing flavour. Lovely.
Basil.
Just the heat out of the butter will start to cook the basil. Caponata, be generous with it. Wow. And then with the veal, up and on. Summer's here.
Veal escalope with caponata. Done.
Chicken legs. This is a thigh and the drumstick boned out. And that brown meat is so full of flavour.
Stuffing. Sausage meat. Pistachio nuts.
And the pistachios give it a really nice sort of nutty flavour with a nice crunchy texture, slightly sweet.
Thyme. Parsley. Salt. Pepper. Stuff.
Place that in the centre. Get your leg and fold it over.
Tin foil. Season. Olive oil. Streaky bacon.
It gives it a lot of flavour, but more importantly, keeps it nice and moist. Place it in the centre and just roll it round. Squeeze the ends nice and tight.
Poach. 25 minutes. Chill. 30 minutes. Unwrap.
Look at it. Already, it looks sophisticated.
Hot pan. Olive oil. Season.
And the secret now is to get that bacon really nice and crispy. You just roll it round. Leave it to rest for a minute.
Sherry vinegar.
Deglaze the pan with some sherry vinegar. And it's really important that we deglaze inside that pan because that's what that flavour is. And it's not just the flavour of the chicken, it's the flavour of the bacon as well at the same time.
Marsala wine.
It's a real sweet, dense, rich sauce that goes brilliantly with the pistachios.
Stock, reduce.
There we have a really nice 30-second sauce. And sliced on an angle because you really want to show off those pistachios. That smells amazing. Absolutely delicious.
Stuffed chicken leg with masala sauce. Done.
Caramelized apples and pears are perfect dessert for this time of year. This is a Braeburn apple, nice and crisp, full of juice, hardly any acidity. This is a Comis pear, now quite robust, quite dense in the centre, but the most amazing flavour. Very, very sweet. Right, when we caramelise fruit, you've got to core the centre. Down, in, twist, and pull out.
Nice thin slices as you peel. The secret behind roasting apples and pears is making sure that they're not too ripe. If they're slightly too ripe, then the whole thing disintegrates in the pan. Look at that, smells amazing. And now, we're going to form a really nice caramel, but we're going to season this caramel with black pepper, star anise and cloves, and that gives a really nice spice flavour when you're caramelising the apples and pears.
Pan, sugar.
Get it really nice and even. Therefore, the caramel starts cooking evenly and doesn't burn in the corners.
Butter.
That stops it from separating and splitting. Spice. Cinnamon stick, pears and apples in. Put the fat side down. And now that I'm happy with that colour, I'm going to add my calvados. And it sort of enriches the caramel. Jesus. Then finish with apple juice. It just sort of liquefies the caramel and just takes the heaviness out of it. Bring that to the boil and just coat the apples and pears and let it glaze over and serve. That smells amazing. And now just finish that with some ice cream on.
Caramelised apples and pears with ice cream. Done.
Halibut, absolutely perfect this time of year. The season runs from April to November, and it's a great alternative to cod. It's very robust, but it's got this really nice snowflake appearance. It's bright white, full of flavour, and packed with protein.
Skin.
Hold it towards the tail and just tug the tail. Beautiful. Look. All you do now is just cut nice, big, thick slabs of halibut into the fridge to firm up. Now, we're going to make this really amazing fresh tandoori paste. Starting off with some ginger, garlic, cumin, coriander seeds, and the spices here. We've got chili, turmeric, paprika, and garam masala. Basically, a hot, warm spice.
Roast seeds. Salt.
And that sort of intensifies the flavour. Take a small knob of ginger, anti-Roll Thompson-sized knob.
Peel.
Grate that ginger into the pestle and mortar. 3 cloves of garlic. Toasted seeds in.
Salt. Spice. Lemon.
That starts to turn the paste into a really nice, sharp, vibrant, fresh flavour, which you never get when you buy a tandoori paste.
Tomato puree.
And then a couple of tablespoons of groundnut oil.
Mix.
The colour is extraordinary. You don't get that colour when you buy a paste. Done. Absolutely beautiful. Now, marinating the halibut.
Yogurt. Paste. Lemon. Sugar.
Just to sort of chill the flavour of the heat with all the spices.
Mix.
Look at that colour now. Beautiful. Halibut. In it goes. Spoon the marinade over the halibut.
Hot pan. Groundnut oil.
Straight into the pan. Leave that cooking nice and gently for about 2.5 to 3 minutes each side. We're going to serve it on a bed of cucumber.
Peel.
Look, these wonderful strips, almost like pappardelle pasta. Beautiful. Cucumber into a bowl.
Season. Mint.
Chop.
Yogurt. Lemon.
Absolutely amazing. Cucumber in the centre of the plate. Beautiful. Halibut is ready to come out and watch. Smells amazing.
Tandoori-spiced halibut with cucumber raita. Done.
Normally done with beef, but I'm going to do it with chicken. This is a really nice, light, healthy approach to stroganoff and so simple to do.
Chicken breast, slice, smoked paprika.
It gives it a really nice oak smoky flavour.
Salt, pepper.
Rub across the chicken.
Hot pan, olive oil.
The most important part now is just lightly sautéing the chicken, giving it a little bit of colour.
Rest. Vegetables, onions, peppers, garlic. Mushrooms.
The secret here is we're sauteing the vegetables off in the same pan as the chicken, gently infusing the vegetables.
White wine. Reduce. Chicken stock. Sour cream. Chicken. Sugar snap peas. Parsley. Rest.
And to finish it off is this little baby here, spätzle. Basically the German's pasta. It's light, it's fluffy, but more importantly, it's got to be crispy.
Season. Hot pan. Olive oil.
As it hits the pan, it puffs up, gets nice and light.
Butter. Stroganoff.
That has to be the perfect stroganoff.
Smoked paprika chicken stroganoff with spätzle. Done.
Leg of lamb, the king of all joints. Sweet, tender, very rich and absolutely delicious. A must-have for every dining table. Get your butcher to bone it out and butterfly it, basically so you can tie it and roast it.
Hot oven. Season. Olive oil. Mint.
Use it in abundance. It's fresh, it's fragrant, smells amazing.
Goat's cheese.
The mint perfumes the inside of the lamb, and the goat's cheese just sort of makes the centre nice and creamy.
Garlic. Roll.
First of all, a big loop around the lamb. That keeps it all in shape. Get a nice length of string, tie a knot right at the very top, underneath, and leave it coming out here. The secret of tying it this shape helps to cook it evenly, and look, beautiful.
Rosemary. Season.
Gets the skin really nice and crispy.
Olive oil.
Stops the string from burning, so therefore it won't burst open when it's in the oven. And bingo.
Roast. 35 minutes. Rest. Carve. Mint vinaigrette.
That has confirmed it's definitely the king of roast.
Roast leg of lamb with goat's cheese and mint. Done.
A lot of people get a little bit worried about venison because they think it's sort of very gamey and very strong, but it's not.
Salt, pepper. Hot pan, olive oil. Seal. Butter. Baste. Butter paper.
It protects the venison, keeps it really nice and moist. Nothing's drying out. They are the perfect chef's blanket.
Hot oven, 8 minutes. Red wine chocolate sauce. Pancetta. Shallots, garlic.
Be quite generous with the black peppercorns because we need to weight the sauce up a bit.
Thyme, bay leaf. 350 mils red wine.
The red wine gives it body, texture, and a real nice depth of flavour.
Reduce. 350 mils brown chicken stock. Reduce.
God, they're beautiful.
Sieve.
Then a little dash of raspberry vinegar.
Dark chocolate.
Delicious sauce. Don't slice it too thin. Slightly pink in the centre.
Loin of venison with red wine chocolate sauce. Done.
Pan roasted skate ring. Delicious, very, very sweet, easy to get hold of, and more importantly, very cheap.
Pat dry. Season. Hot pan. Olive oil. Butter.
Now the fish has taken a completely different colour.
Baste.
And that butter is on the verge of becoming a beurre noisette, a nut brown butter.
Beautiful. Slides off. Put it back.
Leave that to rest for 2 minutes. Now the garnish.
Lettuce. Salt. Pepper. Balsamic vinegar. Olive oil. Rosemary.
30 seconds.
Hot pan. Beetroot.
And look at the glaze on that beetroot now.
Capers. Parmesan. Parsley. Vinaigrette.
As the parmesan starts to melt, take it off. Literally 10 seconds in the pan. Out. And wow, that beats spinach any day. And that has to be the perfect way of bringing skate back to life.
Pan roasted skate with beetroot and parmesan. Done.
Ribeye. This is the new fillet. It's a chef's dream. It's got this wonderful casing of fat separating the chain and the ribeye. So as it cooks, this fat just imparts more and more flavour. It just melts in your mouth. Delicious.
Wrap.
Nice and tight. Set that in the fridge, and when I come to cut my portions, they're exact, they're the same size, and more importantly, I haven't wasted anything. Fridge. Artichokes. Look, they're nice and firm. They've got this really nice sort of celeriac stroke nutty flavour to them. This time of year, perfect. Yeah. Cut off the stalks.
Remove leaves.
You know when to stop, when you start seeing that really nice, light, coloured leaf inside. Take your knife and then just peel down through the stalk. Now, that's your artichoke, prepped.
Lemon.
That stops them from oxidising, basically going brown. And just cut them in half. Look at that. That's the beautiful celebration of spring.
Water. Lemons. Salt. White wine vinegar. Pepper. Olive oil.
Watch. Let the knife do the work, and look at that. That is beautiful.
Hot pan.
Cooking the ribeye, you've got to be quick.
Olive oil. Salt. Pepper.
Get all that seasoning soaking up. Now look at that, beautiful.
Garlic. Crush. Rosemary.
Into the pan. That's the noise you want to hear, that sizzling. If you haven't got that, get it back out of the pan. Look at that colour there. Absolutely phenomenal.
Butter.
And this is where it starts to take the steak to a different level. This butter is really bringing out the texture and the flavour of the meat. Out onto a plate and just leave it to rest.
Griddle. Olive oil.
Take out your artichokes. Salt and pepper into the griddle pan. Perfect. Turn them over. Artichokes off.
Carve.
And that is a dream come true.
Ribeye of beef. Griddled artichokes. Done.
Loin of venison, one of my favourite meats. Slightly gamey, absolutely delicious. It's packed with protein, low in cholesterol, and so it's like the Rolls-Royce cut. It's phenomenal. I'm going to cut it into 4.
Marinade. Olive oil. Salt. Pepper.
Thyme is a very sort of dainty, soft, sweet herb, and it goes brilliantly with the rich gaminess of the venison.
Juniper berries.
The flavour is almost like a sort of rich, bittersweet, slightly peppery flavour.
Garlic.
Get the back of your knife on. Get the loin, place it on top.
Olive oil. Season.
Leave that to marinade, and that's ready for the pan. Cooking the venison, you've got to be a lot more delicate than you were if you were cooking a fillet of beef because it's very lean, hardly any fat on there.
Hot pan. Olive oil.
Keep on rolling it around.
should become nice and springy and slightly bouncy. And that indicates that it's slightly pink, but a little bit firm in the centre. Butter. Baste the venison, and then just take it out of the pan
And just spoon it over there. Leave that to sit.
Now for the sauce, we're going to do a really nice sweet and sour pepper.
Red and yellow pepper. Just stand the pepper up on its base and just cut round like we're segmenting an orange. And look, you've got the seeds there, fit for the bin. Olive oil in, peppers into the pan, a little bit of salt, and by having the skin on the peppers, it doesn't allow the peppers to become too soft and overcooked. It keeps them really nice and robust.
Thyme. This is where it gets really exciting. White wine vinegar. Smells amazing, but it starts to glaze the peppers. A couple of tablespoons of water in there. You've got this really nice, sweet and sour, peppery vinaigrette at the bottom. Peppers out.
Carved. Nice, thick slices. And look, the juice is coming out of the peppers. A little bit of salt, just glaze the venison with some extra virgin olive oil. And there, look.
Venison with sweet and sour peppers, done.
It's moist, it's tender, and it's absolutely delicious.
Marinade, chili powder, paprika, coriander seeds, star anise, crush, thyme, garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, mix, pork chops, marinade, chill, hot pan, olive oil.
Pork chops into the pan. Colour them both sides. Tilt the pan and baste. Into the oven, 8 to 10 minutes, 200 degrees.
Sweet potatoes, peel, chop. Chicken stock, boil. Drain, hot pan, olive oil. Shallots, garlic, season.
Lightly caramelise the shallots. That helps to sweeten the potatoes up even more.
Sweet potatoes. Crush.
Finish it with some fresh coriander and sage.
Mix.
What a delicious way of eating sweet potato. Pork chops out.
Rest.
Sweet and delicious classic.
Spiced pork chops with crushed sweet potatoes, done. Pork chop, very nutritious, low in calories, very versatile. I'm going to roast it with sage, finish it with some Brabant apple and radicchio, perfect combination. This thick line of fat round the back. The most important thing now is just cutting through it, and it stops the pork chop from curling up. Season. Hot pan, olive oil. It's really important to get the chop and roll it down the back of the pan. Get the outside layer of fat nice and crispy. Garlic. Butter. Baste. Sage. Sage gets nice and crispy. Drain. Marsala. That's going to glaze the pork chop. Just leave that to rest. Because pork is a very dense meat, we're going to serve Brabant apple with radicchio. Chop. Leaving the skin on, protects the apple, and it doesn't disintegrate when it hits the pan. Radicchio. Olive oil. Apples in. Season. Thyme. And then, finally, the radicchio salad in there. Cider vinegar. And then just finish it off with a tablespoon of olive oil and make this wonderful, warm, sautéed salad with a cider vinaigrette inside.
Take your pork, run it through its juices, and then just sit that beautiful chop on there and just cut that with a touch of olive oil. That is delicious. Who said pork's boring?
Pan-roasted pork chop with radicchio, Brabant apples. Done.
Herb-roasted rump of lamb. For me, personally, one of my all-time favourite cuts. Delicious.
Score.
And just sliced through.
Anchovies, rosemary, garlic, stuff,
In.
salt, pepper, hot pan, olive oil.
What we're going to do now is colour the lamb.
Olive oil, rosemary, anchovies. Hot oven, 12 minutes.
Bang. Absolutely beautiful.
Rest. Vinaigrette, balsamic vinegar, rosemary, mustard, olive oil, lemon, sieve, carve.
That is amazing.
Herb-studded lamb with warm vinaigrette, done. Beef fillet.
Lean meat with little fine sinews of fat running through. It just melts in your mouth like butter.
Seasoned. Hot pan, olive oil. Seal. Mustard.
Think about it. Fillet of beef Wellington, English mustard. You're not going to put Dijon on there, are you?
Mushrooms. Seasoned. Blitz.
Now, I've got to take the water out of the mushrooms. Look how wet they are. We don't put oil or butter into the pan. We put nothing in there. Look how much water's coming out now.
Assemble. Cling film. Parma ham. Mushrooms. Beef.
Centre. And roll. Twist it nice and tight.
Chill. 20 minutes. Puff pastry.
Beef.
Unwrap.
On to the pastry.
Egg wash.
Don't skimp on the egg wash now because we really need it to stick. Tuck that in.
Chill. 5 minutes. Glaze. Score. Rock salt. Bake.
The most important thing about a fillet of beef Wellington, do not slice it thinly, OK? Turn it round and slice it about 1 inch thick.
Herb-crusted fillets of Cornish brill. This is a very sweet, delicate fish, packed with flavour, but very robust in texture. Salt, pepper, olive oil, hot pan. We want to colour the fish, not boil it. 1 minute each side. Take it out of the pan onto a tray. And now we're going to make a really quick tomato and basil salsa. Tomatoes, shallots. And you can hear the tomatoes roasting in the flavour of the fish. Basil. Cool. And now for the exciting part. Bread, parsley, parmesan. It helps stick the crust together and, more importantly, gives it a really nice colour. Blitz. That smells like Provence. Beautiful. Salsa. Be quite generous on top of the brill. Really pack the breadcrumbs on there. Bake 6 minutes. That is beautiful. Olive oil. Balsamic vinegar. Basil. Herb-crusted fillets of brill with tomato salsa. Done.
Saffron marinated fillets of sea bream, a nice sweet, delicate flavour, and the skin, once it's crisp, is delicious.
Score. Olive oil. Saffron.
Place the fillets skin side up, then just leave that to marinate in the fridge.
Sweet and sour peppers. Slice.
The thinner they are, the quicker they cook.
Hot pan. Olive oil. Season.
And the secret now is to start the caramelisation.
Sugar. Red wine vinegar.
That gives it its sour flavour. Out onto a plate.
Cool. Bream.
The most exciting thing about the sea bream now is that it's changed colour.
Hot pan.
Skin side down. Lovely.
Season.
Whilst that's in the pan, take your peppers,
Basil.
And all you do is just mix that fresh basil through those wonderful sweet and sour peppers.
Baste. Olive oil.
and that has to be the perfect way of eating sea bream with sweet and sour peppers.
Saffron marinated bream with sweet and sour peppers. Done.
Gratin and duck with Madeira and cherry sauce, packed with protein and absolutely delicious.
Score. Season. Rub. Hot pan.
The secret here is seaming it on the fat side of the duck breast. That will give it a really nice crispy colour. In the oven, 8 to 10 minutes, 190 degrees.
Madeira sauce. Hot pan. Olive oil. Shallots. Mushrooms. Season.
The secret of the Madeira sauce is keeping it really nice and sweet, slightly fruity, to help match the richness of the duck.
Madeira wine.
Absolutely perfect for making sauces with rich, gamey meat.
Reduce. Chicken stock.
Bring that up to the boil.
Sieve.
Duck breast out.
Rest.
That's what I want. All that flavour in there, in my sauce.
Cherries.
Cut them in half. And then add our Madeira sauce back into the pan. Lovely.
Butter. Cool. Duck. Sauce. Gressingham duck with Madeira and cherry sauce, served with caramelised endive. Done.
Monkfish tail. This is the most amazing tasting fish.
5 spice. Paprika. Salt. Pepper.
Monkfish tail in.
Roll. Hot pan. Olive oil.
In. Look at the colour of that now. Absolutely beautiful.
Baste.
Out.
Rest. Citrus vinaigrette. Lemon. Apples. Shallots. Season.
Tablespoon of white wine vinegar. 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil.
Tarragon. Slice. Vinaigrette.
Can't wait to fucking eat it.
Spiced monkfish with citrus vinaigrette. Done.